It's Fossil Friday, and today I'm drawing dinosaurs for a new feature that's coming to my channel in 2021. Well, friends, it has been a crazy time here in Allie land. This time of year, I always get absolutely swamped with holiday work, which includes illustrating holiday cards for friends, illustrating portraits to give as gifts, and preparing my holiday product line for sale. On top of that, I have a day job, and things have been pretty crazy on that end as well due to COVID restrictions and other things. As such, the work on my videos has been pretty quiet the past few weeks, which sucks because I really enjoy making videos for you guys, but in times like this, self-care and mental health have to take the forefront so that I can keep my workload manageable as well as my well-being. I did manage to finish this little piece last week, and I really wanted to share it with you because it's the start of what will hopefully be a new feature on the channel in the coming year. I absolutely love paleontology and I love dinosaurs. Anyone who's spent more than a few hours with me at any given time probably knows that I'm a huge dinosaur and paleontology nerd. I've been obsessed with fossils and dinosaurs my entire life, ever since I was young enough to pick up a book. And if I were a little better at my high school science classes, I might have pursued a career path in paleontology. I was okay at science, but I was really good at art, so that was the path I wound up taking in my life. But what I didn't realize at the time was that there might have been a career path that married the two passions together: Paleo Art. Wikipedia defines Paleo Art as artistic work that attempts to depict prehistoric life in a scientifically accurate way. It can include art of fossil remains, art of the living beings in their habitats, or anything in between. Paleo art has always been incredibly important because it allows scientists and the general public to see how these prehistoric creatures may have looked or behaved in life. Paleo artists have been around about as long as we've been discovering and naming fossils, but I personally never saw it as a path that I could really pursue. In my artistic pursuits, I was never really drawn to working in fine detail or drawing really detailed environments, and almost all of the art that I saw in my dinosaur books growing up had both of those things. Every scale had detail, every marking was intricate, and there were full action scenes taking place in densely drawn environments. It was a little overwhelming. But like everything else in science, paleo art has evolved and developed into something more complex than it was before. Artists of all different styles have surfaced, with unique ideas and interpretations on these creatures. And artists at similar skill levels and styles to me have even found their footing with paleo art, even if just as a hobby instead of a professional pursuit. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not like I've never drawn a dinosaur in my life. I've drawn dinosaurs my whole life. As an adult, I've typically only really drawn a couple every year with an unusual focus on feathery dromaeosaurids, or raptors as you might know them. But last year I decided to do a handful of sketches for Dinovember, intentionally choosing dinosaurs I had never drawn before, and I had a blast with it. It fueled me to draw more dinosaurs than ever before. And I'd really like to keep that momentum going, so in the new year I want to draw more paleo art while also sharing my love for paleontology with others. I'm just a little nervous about going down this path, as I'm not a professional in any way, shape, or form. I'm just a nerd who loves talking about fossils. And like many scientific spaces, paleontology is not without its gatekeeping, but I'll do my best to be as accurate as possible and to link to reputable resources where you can learn more on the subject if you like. I also have a handful of friends who are actually professionals in the field, and hopefully I'll be able to call on them here and there when I need a fact check. Another reason that I want to do this is to put a focus on dinosaurs and other prehistoric creatures that you may not know as much about, or may not know how much we've learned about them in our lifetimes. T-Rex and Triceratops will have their places in the conversation for sure, but there are literally hundreds of dinosaurs and other prehistoric creatures that are just as cool as they are, if not cooler. So I'd really like to hand over the spotlight for a while. I'm still not entirely sure what it's going to look like. Maybe I'll draw a different prehistoric animal each time, or a variety of animals from a specific ecosystem, or maybe I'll vary up the drawings and topics each time. I haven't worked out exactly what this new fossiliferic feature is going to look like just yet, or how often I'll put out videos like this, but I'm really digging the idea, get it, and I'm excited to get started. There's not a crazy amount of good dinosaur content or paleontology content on YouTube, so I'm kind of hoping this will fill a rather unique niche in YouTube. Let me know in the comments what you think, or if you have any specific creatures you'd like me to highlight in this new feature. I'm also giving my $2 plus patrons first dibs on the voting for the first few times I do this, so if you want in on that action, check out my Patreon, linked in my channel header and in the description below. I also welcome any name ideas you might have for this specific series. So far all I've come up with is Fossil Fact Friday, and that's pretty lame. And just like that, the piece is finished. It was a pretty quick piece to complete. It only took me about an hour in real time, so it's a pretty quick video today. Can you guess which dinosaurs I've drawn in this illustration? There's a couple of easier ones than others. I'll reveal them on my social media and my Patreon later today, so check there to find out what they are. I drew this with the intention of adding a title in the center, and I'm probably going to use this as a splash page in my new video series. So what do you think? I hope you enjoyed this little speed paint regardless. I do have a few longer videos planned that are coming up real soon, I promise. But right now, I just need to keep plugging through my holiday rush, so there may be a few more short videos like this before I come out with my next larger video. Thanks for bearing with me a little longer. I've mentioned my Patreon page in this video, where you can support my work on a monthly basis. I've recently updated my monthly tiers, and there are multiple available with different rewards available for supporters. Your support helps me to be able to focus more on video and content production, and basically take on less commission work and instead focus that energy on creating more stuff for you. Patrons get access to exclusive development and business chat, behind-the-scenes peeks, first pick on post and video topic polls, monthly podcasts by yours truly, digital freebies, and more. Check it out in my channel header or in the description below. I really appreciate your support, and as always, I welcome suggestions for future videos, and I invite you to hit like and subscribe so that you don't miss a video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!